The big breaking news just coming in. The charges were filed against the 8 Indian Navy veterans on the 25th of March, and they were tried under the Qatari law. All the former Navy officers had quote-unquote unblemished stints of up to 20 years in the Indian Navy and had held important positions, including that of instructors in the force, is what former military officials had said. In fact, in May, Dahra Global had closed its operations in Doha, and all those working there, primarily Indians, had returned home. And in the past, Navy had taken up the case of former naval personnel. However, there were charges of espionage against these 8 men, where India had been persisting that the death sentence stands reversed, which it is. Qatar's court had sentenced 8 Indian citizens to death in October this year. The External Affairs Ministry had stated that the case had been ongoing as they had been watching all the legal processes very closely. And the statement that had come in from the MEA, where they had said that they're hoping for a positive outcome in securing their release, which has now become a reality. In fact, the MEA had engaged with the Qatari authorities on this matter and had also put out the message that the government will in every which way extend all legal and consular assistance to all Indian nationals, which it did, which has now resulted in this big news of how the death sentence has been reversed. 8 Indians who were on the 26th of October awarded death sentences by a Qatar's court of first instance, where India had described the ruling as deeply shocking and vowed to explore all legal options in the case. Many days later, an appeal that was also filed against the death sentence, and the legal process that has now reached a stage where the death sentence in this case has been reversed. This is the latest coming in on the 28th of December, where the verdict in the Dahra Global case in Qatar has finally been put out. And the statement that reads, and I quote, "We have noted the verdict today of the Court of Appeal of Qatar in the Dahra Global case, in which sentences have been reduced. Detailed judgment is awaited. We are in close touch with the legal team as well as family members to decide on the next step." Our ambassador to Qatar and other officials were present in the Court of Appeal today along with the family members. We have stood by them since the beginning of the matter, and we will continue to extend all consular and legal assistance. We will also continue to take up the matter with the Qatari authorities. Due to the confidential and sensitive nature of the proceedings, it would not be appropriate to make any further comment at this juncture, is the statement that had come in. However, the verdict has been reversed. We are yet to learn of further details of what eventually lies in fate of these 8 veterans. However, this comes in as a big positive news, where death sentence for the 8 former Navy men has now been reversed. Sucharita will join us shortly to give us more details. The MEA has confirmed that death sentence has been reversed. The Indian ambassador, who's present at the Court of Appeal, and the centre, has also said that we will continue to extend every sort of consular and legal assistance as we have from the first day. 8 Navy veterans who were arrested in Qatar on the 30th of August and then were given death sentence on the 26th of October. That death sentence has now been reversed. It's a huge diplomatic win for India, as the Ministry of External Affairs in every which way had been watching every development, pursuing this case, and also providing every sort of consular and legal assistance to the families of the naval officers who were sentenced to death under the charges of espionage. An appeal that had been filed in Qatar's Court of Appeal